Hello everyone, this is Debbie coming to you with Divine Intervention. I'm coming to you as a general for this last movement and public demonstration of witchcraft. This is my assignment. This is what Yahweh prepared me for prior to me ever realizing that there would be a last movement public demonstration of witchcraft where I would witness indeed just a high level of wickedness and evil right before my eyes. I've never, saw people in action. Never could imagine this is what people were going through in the high place, because once you become known, once your name go to another level, yes, the Ghost Man Alliance, they are looking at you, they're after you. And so if you ever been of a person of interest, your family, they're going to be after you. And so I have witnessed, the most evil acts committed against the human race as I've gone through this public demonstration of witchcraft. Yes, first and foremost with Curry Blunt, my family as well. Now I'm saying the acts committed in our face. Yes, before this nation and before people in authority in Congress. And so I want to report to you what Yahweh is saying about the most recent acts, what we've witnessed over the past several days. Okay? I'm reading articles about it, and you're wondering what's going on. Either you a ghost not doing anything about it, or you're a person in authority and you have identified, and hopefully you are taking action, because Yahweh is saying definitely crimes have been committed against the citizens of USA. Yes, federal troops, officers going into various areas, picking up protesters. It has been a crime, civil disobedience. And so they want to keep it as civil as they can possibly can. But nevertheless, they are coming against the rights of citizens of the USA. And they want to see how far they can actually go. This is a word from Yahweh, and I want it to be clear for our leaders in the USA. I want you to know what's going on. This is what is going on. And so they want to take this across the cities and the states of USA. But Yahweh, he wants you to know, he's making it clear they're wrong, and you guys need to do something about it. We put you in public office to act on the behalf of the citizens, that we may live a peaceable life. And so this indeed is not peace. And so we are, imploring, asking you to do the work, do the job, to make this situation that we've witnessed, make it right. Bring justice to the situation. Okay? So yes, Yahweh has given a clear and precise word on what we've seen displayed before our eyes, yes, in front of our faces. And so what occurred in Portland, Oregon, with the federal officers actually going into that city, taking citizens who were peaceably protesting into unmarked vans. Yahweh declared this was an act of civil disobedience on the behalf of the troops, on the behalf of those federal officers. And what's behind that situation is to actually go in and see how far they can go. They want to know, how did the people respond? Just taking them off the streets. And so because we're not used to this type of warfare, we are being tried. Our rights, our constitutional rights are being tried. They want to see how far they can go, because we're not used to this type of situation. But Yahweh wants the people to know, those who are in leadership to know, that this is wrong. And you need to do something about it. It needs to be a stop needs to be put to the situation. They have committed a crime, yes, against the citizens of Portland, Oregon. Operating under orders from, yes, U.S. President Donald Trump. Leading protesters to unmarked vehicles. And these federal troops, these officers, they did not identify themselves as law enforcement during the apprehension is wrong. Yahweh clearly said what I saw on television, actually picking up someone, they were just standing and taking them to an unmarked vehicle. He said it happened in our face. And the plan is to observe and see how far they can go, how the people will respond. And so you need to respond according to your U.S. citizens' rights. All right? It is wrong. That was an offense. It is wrong. And the people need to know they're wrong. And I'm telling you, Yahweh is clearly saying that the federal troops going in were wrong. I'm declaring a word from God. Okay, I want to read about one person who was detained. It says one person said he was detained without officers identifying themselves. And it is undetermined what federal agency the officers worked for during the arrest. Here is saying, let me read this. On information and belief, federal law enforcement officers have been using unmarked vehicles to drive around downtown Portland, detain protesters, and place them into the officers' unmarked vehicles, removing them from public without either arresting them or stating the basis for an arrest since at least Tuesday, July 14th. It is wrong. And I want you to know that, hey, this isn't anything new. They're doing that right now. Different people, the ghost people that are working for hospitals in the surrounding areas, they're picking up people in ambulances and not taking them back to the hospital. All right? This is what is going on. And this has been declared by, yes, ghosts that are working in the underworld. This is what they're doing. And so my loved one was confronted in a situation where he fell out and he came back to himself. I don't know what was going on around him, but he came to himself. But they had him in the ambulance and they were trying to tie him down. He was like, "No, you're not going to tie me down. I do not approve of this." And so I had a witness. The Holy Ghost gave me a witness. This is what they were trying to do. And they ended up taking him to the hospital like, they should. But he wasn't even about it at all. And so this is a public demonstration of witchcraft. God is strategically using every person that's under my covering. And this is what he let us know before we just got into depth at going through this journey. And so we're seeing how he's using my sister's son, because a lot of young black boys are going through what he is experiencing. They're setting up young black boys and they're setting them up for various crimes and to get in trouble. And yes, they are picking people up and putting them into mental homes without admitting them, with their legal names. And so this is what they're doing. This is nothing new. And so he's going to use the federal agents, the federal troops to come into our cities to capture us. Okay, let me finish reading this situation, which shows you this is wrong. This is kidnap. It says, Pettibone alleges that he was put into a cell and read his Miranda rights, but was not told why he was arrested, nor was he provided with a lawyer. He alleges that he was released without any paperwork, citation, or record of his arrest. Unidentified federal officers have likewise detained other citizens off the Portland streets without warning or explanation, without a warrant, and without providing any way to determine who is directing this action. And so that clearly lets you know this is wrong. They can easily take someone and kidnap them. And being that a lot of ghosts, God is declaring this word, that you got a lot of troops, they're working in the USA military force, and they're ghosts. And so the ghost agenda is against the human race. The ghosts, they are working against, under the command of Donald Trump, they're working against the human race. And indeed, what they do a lot of corruption underground. They're responsible for the different body parts being sold and people are being kidnapped. Okay? Our loved ones and families, all this, the missing people, this is a result of the ghost people, the underworld. Okay? And I want you to understand that the people, they're not a people. They're ghosts. They're familiar spirits. They eat people. They eat babies. Okay? And so these people are not a people, and they're more their nature. They can just eat you up and they'll slash you. A human being, unless you have practiced that and you've been influenced and you've been engaged and socializing with people who actually do this, you're unable to just do that. You're not going to slash a body part and torso to pieces and put them in a bag. It's a business. It's a practice. It is the practice of the walking living dead. And so I just want to bring this report to you from the Holy Ghost, and I'm asking the people in my surrounding area, the leaders, that they do something about this. All right? Yes, according to law, respond, because it is wrong. It is wrong what they're doing in Portland, Oregon. This is clearly wrong.